Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Archie Comics TMNT Adventures Stump Arena Leatherhead figure from NECA Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks incredible, and in particular from NECA, I think the Archie Comics and animated TMNT stuff just looks like, you know, the animation or the art just like come to life, and this is very much that. I mean, the line work, the sculpt adds a nice level of, you know, kind of new depth, a little bit of realness to it, and yeah, just the expressions, they've got everything down pat. I mean, it looks amazing. The colors pop in an incredible way. Perfect shade of purple for the shorts and the wristbands. Coming down the boots, really nice, simple sculpt. Not only that, but just they look nice and chunky. They're nice and solid. We don't get any sculpt here at the bottom. We don't need it. It's cool when you see that, but that's definitely not a thing that actually tends to hinder some things for me. But yeah, overall, just really cool. Great work here on the back. You can see kind of the scales here, the raised ones. Tail is pretty much the perfect length. Just really good stuff all around. You know, we open the mouth here, and a really nice shade of red. You can see the hinges a little bit, but like everything else just so nicely done. Super bright white for the teeth, and even that little bit of line work just right above the teeth really helps those pop out. About the only thing I think that kind of deviates from the artwork is, you know, we do have the darkness around the eyes, but he is wearing a mask, and I think you should probably see it a little bit more here on the side. I don't know if this line is supposed to be that. Looks like it's supposed to be the outline of the jaw. So it's missing that, but I mean, that's not a gripe. That's just I noticed that on the box artwork, and, you know, kind of stood out more on the figure because of that. But I mean, again, just still incredible looking piece. Not a ton of accessories here. However, this is Leatherhead as a professional wrestler, so you don't really need much. All we got are hands, and that's what we should have. So right out of the box, we do get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of relaxed / grappling hands. And finally, we get a pair of gripping hands. Nothing to grip, but you know, obviously you can use a lot of accessories, and you can use accessories from other lines there. So very happy that they're included, and that will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance are super fun, and as you can see, freestanding kicks, no issues. Nice wide feet. That and the joints are all nicely tuned in. As you can see, even the tail's back here. So really cool balance. Then for the articulation itself, the head is on a barbell joint, and it does pop out pretty easy. If I push it at all past the point, you can see the barbell right there. I can see the socket. So that just pops in there. So you can look up about that far, and look down about that far. And then side to side, you really gotta be careful with, you're pretty much running up to the jawline. So you can get to the side, so you can see that. And then as we saw earlier, the jaw is articulated, so we get up about that wide. Obviously, you're gonna have to have the head up to do so. So that's pretty cool. Then our shoulders are coming almost into a T. We do get some bicep swivel, though we are running into the sculpt of the delt. For the elbows, we are single jointed, so we're coming to just about 90, actually a little bit shy. We get rotation there as well. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. Then we get ball joint here at the diaphragm, and that allows us for some pretty nice crunch forward, some pretty nice arch back. I mean, just certainly considering the mass of the figure. A little bit of side to side. We get some rotation from a swivel at the waist. Hips come out about this far, which isn't bad at all. Actually, fantastic range. Front kick, almost full 90, beautiful. We do get some thigh swivel from that assembly in there, the ball joint with the little like extra piece. We get single jointed knees, which unfortunately only bring us to there, but still it's enough. And of course we get rotation there as well. I thought we would get boot swivel, but not really. I think it's just, this is a separate piece that's glued on to the bottom part of the leg. Then we get some very nice point, some decent forward, and lots of rocker. Oh, and then finally we have a tail, and as you can see, that is on a hinge. And not only that, but we get a really nice heavy wire in this as well, so we can bring it around. Of course, you'll be working against that kind of rubbery plastic, so it's not infinite possibilities, but definitely more than I was expecting to get here. So very much welcome, and that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a couple other Leatherhead figures. with some other NECA turtle lines, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as the Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Archie Comics TMNT Stump Arena Leatherhead figure from NECA Toys is that this is a stupidly fun figure. I was gonna buy it anyway just because Leatherhead, but I've been honestly surprised with just how fun the articulation is, especially given the limitations, how just spot on it looks. And you know, again, accessories are just what they need to be, just a bunch of sets of hands, but like this really pops on the shelf. This might be my favorite NECA release of the year so far. So obviously I highly recommend it. And that being said, I just hope that you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if that's the case, I hope to see you back because, you know, I do this multiple times a week. So if you enjoy the things that I cover, then come on back. Let's just escape the world for a while, talk about some really nice plastic and have a time. So really, at the end of the day, I just hope that you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.